very tight turnaround this time because thanks to Mike here, Mike Ciriaco, we have gotten some promotional consideration from the city of West Hollywood, and we will be launching this book at a party at the City of West Hollywood Library in the City Council room. So I hope all of you can attend, those of you who live locally. And that's why the deadline has been so hard on you guys, because we need those stories next week, or it's see you next book.
I do. So if y'all were going to work on any mainstream character, who would that character would be, and what type of story would you tell about that particular character?
I know I definitely wanted to do Rogue. This is what I always wanted to do with Rogue. I always wanted to do a what if she absorbed the Phoenix Force, but just timeline-wise, I guess, because you had Jean die at this point, and then like about a year later, you had the Brotherhood come in, so I guess it would have to be Mystique pushing up her timetable, and somehow Jean being there to stop the assassination, she absorbs her. But yeah, I've always wanted to do that story. I just haven't been able to figure out the timeline yet. Also, Marvel hasn't asked me about it.
Ain't that always the way?
Yeah, right. Just those two factors, just that.
So it's no secret that probably most of us will not get that chance to work for Marvel or DC and make Marvel or DC money, but we have
make Disney money. Let's be honest.
Or Disney money, sure, it's Disney money now. Yeah, that's right. So
fuck Trump, fuck Disney. We're keeping score.
We're here in the house.
They're right next door.
Yeah. We're going out in fuzzy cartoon handcuffs. Anyway, I guess what I want to say is we're doing an indie comic, and we all work in other corners of the comics world. What are the advantages of being an indie creator as an LGBTQ creator? Anybody?
Well, right now, mainstream comics are kind of shitty. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but it's at a nadir. It's kind of like how it was in the late 90s after Marvel went bankrupt. So honestly, I only read indie comics because they're only really good. Yeah. Like, they're only interesting. Everything else is kind of crap.
Mainstream comics are not really, if you really read it, which probably the latest one that I read, which was really interesting to me, was Venom, how the origins of Venom, how the symbiotes came out of the, like where they came from. But the rest, it's pretty generic, and it's just basically, you don't have to think about the storyline. It's just, the hooks are already been there. You know, like, you read it and you're like, oh, okay, I think I know that he's gonna die. Like, I know that Wolverine's gonna die. I know that they're gonna bring him back because he's Wolverine.
Yeah. No, when first exposure to gay people, do you remember Living Color? Mm-hmm. Okay, they had Men on Film, which was two very campy gay guys. And so I'm like in third grade of being like, they're men, it's in the title, but they act like women. I don't know what's going on. And until as an adult, I was like, oh. They did not win a GLAAD award.
What about y'all? I mean, everybody here, there has to have been some book, movie, comic book, something that was the first time that's me. Does anybody have a particularly revealing or interesting story about that first time you saw yourself in some other work of art?
Justin from Queer as Folk.
Okay.
Because he came out, we were the exact same age, and he was going out to the clubs and being part, like the youngest of the group. That was my person. Now I grew up and I became Michael. Honestly, that's why I want to reboot Queer as Folk, because we had to grow up and fucking Justin gets to stay like 20 years old forever. I want to see him come back and he has to go through like being 30.
I never really saw myself represented in any media that I took in, except I was a big reader when I was a kid, and I would read a lot of these books like, I don't know what, like Caddy Woodlawn comes to mind, where there's like, this girl, like she's a tomboy, and like she can do all this stuff, but then it's time to think about getting married, and then she has to change, and then I would always be, this is kind of a bummer.
I see that. Obviously, you always need to be creating new characters, but it means a lot to me that Wonder Woman came out as bi, because now we have a founding member of the Justice League who's LGBT. It means something that Iceman is gay.
Yeah.
I always loved him even before then, but now we have a founding member of the X-Men that's gay. It means something.
I have to say that I have real quick. The guy came to me at Long Beach Comic Con and he was like asking me, but he was like total straight guy, and he was asking me about what my comic book is about. So I told him, and he's like, "Is it gay?" I'm like, "Well, if you want to read like that, then yes." He's like, "Well, I guess it's pretty cool because you know, Iceman is gay and it's like in mainstream." So that what made me kind of think, okay, that's cool. Okay.
That was normalized.
Yeah, exactly. And then they think you're completely like, well, yeah, you're right. And then you know, there's this girl and she's from Deadpool. She's lesbian. Oh yeah, that's right, she is. So that was yeah.
Yeah, like,
So it helps.
not to meme on y'all, but like, porque no los dos. Much like Milo, like, I never really saw myself in these characters growing up, but I can appreciate what it means to people who did. So it's like, yeah, root for everybody.